welcome to another Assorted Crackers podcast. I am Eric. I'm here with Wilson and Lee, and today we have our latest cocktail quickie in honor of the Mardi Gras season. So, folks, I am bringing to the table what has been dubbed the official drink of New Orleans in the spirit of Mardi Gras, the Sazerac. So as you take a sip of that, I'll tell you a little bit about, first of all, what goes into it and what the story is.
First of all, I'm getting a lot of citrus.
Well, that's good because it does involve lemon.
Actually, that is very good.
Okay.
You did a fabulous job. This might be the best one I've had.
That means a lot because I'll be honest. First of all, many of you know I've talked about this before. I grew up in the New Orleans area. I love to honor the tradition of New Orleans, and certainly nothing is more New Orleans than Mardi Gras, and nothing is more New Orleans than the Sazerac. That being said, this is not my favorite drink. Just going to put that out there.
So why not, though?
I don't know. I think there's a... When we talk about how about if I share what goes into it, and then we can talk.
Let's do that.
Okay, so a couple of essential ingredients. First and foremost, you have to have absinthe.
What kind of absinthe?
I mean, there's a couple of different varieties. There's not a ton. It's just absinthe. We're drinking grand old absinthe today, and we're not really drinking it because that's the key. You're just rinsing out the glass that you're drinking out of and then disposing of the excess. If I was really fancy, I'd have one of those spritzer mister things, and yeah, but I'm not fancy. We just rinse the glass with a little bit of absinthe, maybe a half ounce. Then you discard it.
But what is that?
Oh, now let's save that for later.
Okay.
Let's go through, but that's a good.
This seems like a grande thing.
That's an all day. So you start with absinthe.
Absinthe, go.
Okay. You need a sugar cube.
Sugar cube.
You need about 4 to 5 dashes of Peychaud's bitters.
Spell that one more time.
It's Peychauds. This is the classic and only bitters that you can use if you're making a Sazerac.
That's from New Orleans.
This is from New Orleans. This is from an apothecary. His name was Peychaud, apothecary who is from
Mexico?
Haiti, who migrated to New Orleans, and this is his thing. All right, so absinthe, 4 dashes of Peychaud's bitters. You need some rye. They really don't recommend bourbon. They recommend rye. Today we're doing this with about 2 ounces of Sazerac rye. I'm doing this in the traditional way.
Sazerac rye.
Yep, from the Sazerac family.
It's named, the name of the drink is?
Sazerac.
Okay, just
so
checking.
You got to get it right.
Just checking.
And then we garnish that with a lemon peel, so that's why you're picking up that citrus note.
Really? Lemon?
Just a little lemon.
I picked up a little lemon.
So you take your Peychaud's bitters, the 3 to 4 dashes, you take your sugar cube and you muddle that up in a separate glass, in a mixing glass. Then you mix in your 2 ounces of your rye. You put ice on it and stir it really good for really 20, 25 seconds. You want it really cold, really mixed. And then you've hopefully got chilled drinking glasses. You take those chilled drinking glasses, you do your absinthe rinse, and then you strain the concoction into your drink.
Why do you rinse the absinthe?
Because that's how they do it, man. I don't know. I will say, again, Wilson asked the question about what is this? We'll get into it because there's quite a story behind it. And then you garnish it with your lemon and you enjoy. That's the key. You strain it out of the ice and hopefully you find it delicious. Now, again, you ask why it's not my favorite. I think it's between the bitters and that little bit of absinthe. It's a little bit medicinal. It tastes a little medicine-y to me. But that's why all the sugar.
Well, maybe that's because you made it so good because it doesn't taste medicinal to me.
Okay.
But I can't. There's 3 of you.
Go get so allegedly. So let's talk about absinthe. So there are some states where this stuff is outlawed because, first of all, it's a very high proof aromatic. Like this is about 130. This one is 135 proof, and people who just drink this stuff, it's been said to be an hallucinogenic. Now again, we're not drinking it; we're just rinsing.
We're rinsing with it.
Yeah, just to get that flavor into the glass.
Should you use this as a mouthwash?
If you like Dr. Tishner's, this is much better. Remember that stuff?
Dr. Tishner's.
It'll put a blister in your tongue, but it's so. Wormwood is the primary ingredient in absinthe. Yep, look it up.
Wormwood.
Wormwood, and a lot of people think that's why it creates some hallucinogenic property, but it also has anise, which is where you're getting a little bit of licorice taste. That's what that is.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
So, do you normally serve it neat or straight up versus on the rocks?
Yep, no, absolutely straight up.
Shaken, chilled, whatever.
Yep.
You stirred yours.
You stir it to get the sugar and the Peychaud's bitters to mix in.
Okay.
Get that going, and then you just strain it neat. And that's why we chill the glass.
If you don't do the process right, I feel like this could fall flat.
So there's some great videos on the internet. You can look it up. But the Sazerac Hotel has they are very much stuck on the process. They tell you've got to follow the process for it to be a proper Sazerac. Now, again, any restaurant in New Orleans will serve this. The last one I had was when we were at Galatoire's together, when we went down for the Tulane game that we never went to. Remember that?
Yes.
Wait, we did what?
Yeah. It's a long time ago. We drove down to New Orleans.
Okay, I just remembered. I'm just checking.
Yeah. But again, it's the absinthe has its own story. In fact, there's a bar there called the Old Absinthe House. I assume it's still running and going. And then the Peychaud's bitter. There's some great stories behind Peychaud's bitters. You can get that in just about any liquor store.
But would you put that in an old fashioned or any other drink that calls for? I mean, what makes that bitters different from?
I wish I could tell you. I don't know, but this drink is compared to the old fashioned.
I would say that, yeah.
In part, old fashioned's orange. This is lemon, and we talked in previous episodes about how lemon and bourbon pair well together. In this case, rye. But I think simple syrup in an old fashioned, a muddled sugar cube, and a Sazerac.
It almost has a Gold Rush.
Yes, the sweetness and the lemon definitely make that.
We've talked about before. It kind of reminds me of a Gold Rush a little bit, but this is really good.
Could you taste the licorice?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that's how it's supposed to be, is a little bit.
You just don't get that honey syrup like you do in the Gold Rush, but it's similar as far as with the citrus and the bitters and the. Anyway, yeah. I think it's very good. You did a nice job.
Thank you. Well, if you're ever in New Orleans, it's not my favorite, but I do. It's just there's a classic custom. The Carousel Bar is a great place to have a Sazerac. The Sazerac House and the Sazerac Hotel is a great place to have a Sazerac. They all serve them. Well, because again, it's the official drink of New Orleans.
Well, I enjoyed it when we were there, but this is actually, I thought, better than what we had.
Okay. I'm feeling complimented. I'm getting the big head. My headphones are coming off my head. So one quick piece of history on this. When it was originally invented, it used cognac. The original Sazerac, if we're really being true to the original recipe, was cognac. But apparently in the late 1800s, there was a supply issue with cognac. And by then it had already caught on in New Orleans, and they couldn't stop making it. And so they substituted rye. And they discovered that rye...
Have anything to do with the Louisiana Purchase?
Maybe. Good.
Lee, that was way before.
There's
1800s.
So no, you get rid of the brandy, whatever. Come on, just asking.
Supposedly...
I didn't say I was a historian.
There were no tariffs involved in this. Now, supposedly there was a blight on the grape crops for a couple of years, and that affected the cognac supply. So rye became the new substitute. People liked rye even better, and here we are with the modern Sazerac.
I wish I had another.
Okay.
I think it's enjoyable.
Give me 10 minutes and I'll whip you up another one. Okay, I'm getting better as I go. But yeah, I mean, it is enjoyable. I like it after dinner. I don't know. It's just a nice way to kind of wrap things up.
It's not something I could do a lot of.
Yeah.
No, it's not a 6 or 7 kind of cocktail.
But I feel like that this is definitely something that I hear all of my friends from Louisiana. You have to have a Sazerac.
Yeah.
When you go. I mean, that's just kind of it's kind of like automatic.
And the bartenders there love to make it. They really do. They put on a show. Making everything.
Again, it takes 10 minutes.
You got your mixing glass, you got your drinking glass, you got your muddling and your straining, and it's a little bit of effort, but it's super unique, and that's one thing I do enjoy.
Well, so I have to ask, because a friend of mine, after we went to New Orleans, friend Dan Keel asked if, when we went to New Orleans, he said, "Did you have a Sazerac?" And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "Well, does Eric have a Sazerac story?" I mean, is there reason to have a Sazerac story? Is that one of those things that?
No, I suspect it's just because he knows I'm from that area, and that's just something.
Do you drink too many and then you do something crazy because you hallucinate or something?
Yeah, I mean, if you go heavy on the absinthe, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't have a story like that.
How many fingers am I holding up right now?
3?
Okay, he's hallucinating.
And so, guys, again, we brought Sazerac into this episode because we're moving into the Mardi Gras season. We've also brought some king cake. That's also part of the deal. We gotta cut it now. So this is an original Gambino's king cake. There are a couple of great bakeries down there that do this really well. Gambino's is one that's been around forever. I remember them from my childhood. This is a very Catholic tradition. It has to do with the season of Advent and the idea of 3 kings. And so they always put a little plastic baby in the king cake. And so please chew slowly. Make sure I don't want you swallowing the baby. If you do get the baby, so the tradition is if you get a piece of cake that has the baby, originally it was you get to host the next party. That was the original tradition, but we've kind of scaled it down now. So if you get the baby, you have to buy the next king cake. That's kind of the modern version of what the king cake is.
That seems more economical.
Yeah. I mean, we can host parties, but it's a lot easier to just order.
I didn't get the baby, just to let you know.
Oh, you finished yours already?
Yeah, of course.
So
the king cake was amazing.
It was very good.
How far ahead do you have to order at Gambino's?
They can get it done in 3 days.
Really?
This time of year, yes. I mean, they mass produce them. So a couple of names. Gambino's is one of the first to call. Randazzo's is another big name. The best, and this is one that I don't know how to get on their list. My sister has brought me one from going into the bakery. Phang Dong is a Vietnamese bakery that is the most amazing king cake I've ever had.
Phang Dong?
Phang Dong. It's unstoppable. And again, nothing. I love Gambino's. I can eat Randazzo's. There's a place in.
You're not making that up.
No, PHONGDONG.
Okay.
It's kind of like long duck dong.
Thong dong. Anyway, it's a wonderful tradition, and it as a kid growing up with Mardi Gras you Fat Tuesday, the day before Ash Wednesday.
Yeah. So just a second, back up.
Yeah.
Tell us about Mardi Gras. What is?
Sure.
You're the Louisiana guy.
Yeah, because I've never been.
Yeah.
So what does it mean?
So it's South Louisiana is a very, very Catholic part of the country. Let's start there.
Okay.
And so it really does have to do with Lent, the part of the season where we give up, we sacrifice. And so Mardi Gras is sort of the season leading up to Lent, where you know that you're going to either, stop eating meat on Fridays, you're going to stop drinking, you're going to give something up for Lent. And so before all that happens, we're going to blow it out. We're going to absolutely party. We're going to be debaucherous. We're going to have a big time. That's what Mardi Gras is all about.
Eat a lot of meat.
Eat meat, drink alcohol. There's a lot of carnival crews that get together, and these are the ones who host the parade. So the crew of Bacchus, the crew of Rex.
Not the cruise line.
No, there are cruise. There are cruise lines down there.
C-R-E-W.
Yeah, KREWES. Cruise.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And one of my fondest memories.
I like my crew.
So who here has been? I'm not going to look at Bill because I know Bill also grew up in Louisiana. Who here has been to Mardi Gras?
I've never been.
Not me.
This is stunning to me.
I heard that's where you get COVID.
Suddenly, the health conscious Lee has shown up again.
I thought that's where it started. I don't know.
Oh man, no man. So, the good news is you don't have to be there on Fat Tuesday, which is the day before Ash Wednesday when Lent starts. Okay. And by the way, as a Christian or as Episcopalian Catholic, Fat Tuesday is also Shrove Tuesday. But we're not going to get into all that history. But Mardi Gras starts in February.
Okay.
And a lot of these crews start rolling. They start having their parades. 3-4 weeks out. But obviously on Mardi Gras Day, on Fat Tuesday, that is when the big ones roll. And it's just the images and scenes you get from the French Quarter and St. Charles being crowded with people. Those are usually Mardi Gras Day, Fat Tuesday images. And my father, his office was on Poydras Street, right at the corner of St. Charles and Poydras. And it was the perfect spot for parade routes. And the best thing I remember as a child, because I will say, I don't like giant crowds. It's complete chaos. If you're going to go down there as a tourist, find you a place in the quarter or very close to it to stay, because you're going to want to, at some point, get the hell off that street, because it's nuts. It's insane. His office, being where it was located, made it perfect for my sister and I and our friends to go. And you could go down to the street, be amongst the crowd, catch the beads and the balloons and everything else they're throwing, and kind of see there the environment and the atmosphere. And then when you've had enough, you would go up to his office, have a couple of waters, and kind of chill out, get out of it was always either really hot or really cold on Mardi Gras. I never remember it being comfortable. And so I didn't realize how nice it was as a kid, but him having that office made it much more enjoyable. Because, again, the idea is when you park your car on Mardi Gras, you're not going to move it for at least 48 hours. So you better have a place to stay.
That's crazy.
Anything significant that we need to know about besides king cake and Sazerac and Mardi Gras? I mean, you're given the Episcopal stuff. I mean, there are parades. I heard there's parades, right?
It's the best of the jazz bands.
Okay. Anything else going on?
I'm not sure how far I should take this since we're recording this, but yeah, it's you see things that you will never see again at Mardi Gras.
Okay. So you moved to Memphis your senior year.
Yep.
So did you participate? I mean, I'd say participate.
In what?
Well, I mean,
parades.
I mean,
he is a thespian.
Well, no, but as far as we did things that our parents probably wouldn't want us to know about.
No.
Okay.
No,
no, but I mean,
you and I did
thoroughly enjoy
Hoover.
I was Hoover.
You did not.
But as far as, what was it like being in high school, or did you go back in college for Mardi Gras, or? No,
my last ever Mardi Gras was probably my sophomore or junior year in high school. And it's one of those, I didn't realize it was going to be my last Mardi Gras. Not necessarily would say I would have done anything different, but it was.
Do you miss it?
I feel like I've done it. It was a cool experience. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it again, especially knowing you guys haven't gone. We need to maybe possibly plan a trip, because you got to see it once.
Do we need to podcast live there?
Oh no, we do not.
We don't. Okay,
no, we do not. Maybe don't even bring a camera, Lee. Let's just Let's go down and do the thing and.
No cameras.
Yes, no cameras.
I've just never been. Because did it really start in Mobile, or was it?
Oh God, that's so controversial. But yes, Mobile is.
I'm bringing it up because I have some friends that live in Mobile, and they were like, "This is the original Mardi Gras."
Yeah. They throw moon pies off the trucks and the floats in Mobile. That's their thing.
Moon
pies, really?
Wow, that's their
I thought
their
they
thing.
were beads.
No, the beads and the balloons and the coconuts, that all comes from New Orleans.
Okay. All right.
And you only get coconuts at the Crew of Zulu, which is one of the better ones, by the way. And you've got to
coconuts would hurt.
They throw decorated coconuts, and yes, you got to keep your head on a swivel. But they don't just give coconuts to anyone. You got to be. You got to. They expect a little bit of something in return.
Really?
I'll just leave it at that. So
okay, all right.
So enjoy the Sazerac, guys. Enjoy the king cake. I'm disappointed nobody got the baby. We'll have to keep eating. But we always try to have a topic that we kick around.
Yeah. Well,
and I know we Lee, you've thought about this. And true to the Mardi Gras tradition, I think you got a topic.
Mardi Gras tends to spur on things like heavy drinking, probably.
Yeah, which we don't encourage.
Which we do not encourage or approve of.
No. But
those that may have had too much would wake up the next day with something that people would call a hangover.
Hang around.
I've heard about it.
So what are some common names of hangovers? That's the topic.
I mean,
you know what? I've never. You're going to have to spread the wealth here.
Okay. How about I give you a few names?
All right.
And then I can tell you the meaning.
Okay.
Hair of the dog.
Oh yeah,
You've heard of that one?
So that has to do with like hair of the dog that bit you. If you wake up feeling hungover, you drink what you drank the night before, and it'll get you through the rest of the day.
That's basically it.
Yep, not encouraged, but
now
that's one way.
It seems to me
that's one way to cope.
You sound experienced. Hammer and anvil.
You're going to have to explain that one.
Right, so that describes the sensation when your head feels like you're between two metal objects.
I've been there.
Which each heartbeat...
Just once, though.
Each heartbeat feels like a blacksmith is working on your skull.
I've been there.
Pretty good.
All right, so but the morning after blues.
Is that the same as the morning after regrets?
Well, it feels like you're having the sad blues song where you've had maybe a regretful or feeling low or even everything hurts. Makes sense, right?
Yeah, but I don't like the name.
I don't like that one either. The Monday morning quarterback. How about that?
Second guessing what you did the night before?
Yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
It's when you analyze all your Sunday game mistakes the next day.
Yes.
I cannot believe that you suggested we do that. It was a great idea at the time, but not so fast.
Yeah. Okay. I can relate to that one.
Yeah.
The fog of war.
Say more.
Which is, it references the military term of battlefield confusion, perfectly capturing the mental state where you can't think
How
clearly.
many beers did I have the last night?
Right. That's exactly right.
We did how many shots?
That's exactly right. That's exactly
Well, wait, wasn't there a bushwhacker that came into the equation?
Here's a bushwhacker. Dare you say, Larry.
Hypothetical, Larry.
Larry the bushwhacker.
That was a good hangover.
It had nothing to do with me. It was Larry and the bushwhacker.
True.
All right, the spin cycle.
Spin cycle.
That compares the sensations of being in a washing machine. Everything is rotating, you're dizzy, and your stomach is turning like the laundry.
Now I've experienced that one sort of trying to go to bed the night before, but I can't relate to the spin cycle being in the morning.
Wow. Has anyone ever heard the term crapulence?
Okay. No.
It comes from the late Latin word crapuletus, which means you got very drunk.
That's a crapulence. Nice.
Thank you, Bill.
All right. How about that? How about the wrath of the grapes? I don't really get into that. I don't drink wine, so it's fine. I mention every now and then.
We might have the wrath of the corn, or the.
I will say, are there certain drinks that, like, the hangover is just not worth it? Wine's one of them. I just no.
I think after you've had wine, and then you have a bushwhacker, and then you have some bourbon,
maybe an old fashioned,
or six,
and about 6 flights of something else.
Yeah,
that'll do you in.
That'll be another story.
Yeah, death warmed over.
I felt like that.
You've heard that before, right?
That was more of a college thing, though.
Yeah. Brown bottle flu.
Oh, now we're talking.
We may have experienced that one.
Now we're talking. Yeah.
I mean, some people may have, not us, because we're experts.
And what?
We're not going to get into stories of specific personal hangover experiences.
No, we're not.
Okay.
No, because we would not have experienced that. It would just be telling a story of a friend.
Maybe we knew somebody who.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's exactly right.
Because the brown bottle flu is something that I know a guy.
Yeah. So I brought this up to a friend the other day, and they said, "Have you ever heard of a false dawn?" And that's what brought this on.
Wait, a false
dawn.
DAWN. Oh, okay. I thought you were like going back to the thong dong king cake.
No. Like false dawn.
Okay.
Dawn. Like red dawn.
Like red dawn. And so what a false dawn would mean would be, man, I wake up after you've had a night out and you go, I feel great. 2 hours later, you're up and at them and you go, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I
because
feel
after
terrible.
you've hit McDonald's or something like that, and then it just...
McDonald's or Crystal.
I don't have to have anything to drink the night before to hit McDonald's and feel that way.
I don't know.
I mean,
false dawn, yes.
A false dawn would be really tough on you.
You wake up and you're like, I made it. I'm okay. I made this.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up and go to McDonald's and get me a chicken biscuit. Maybe a hash brown.
I think false dawn is a real thing.
I would agree with that.
I know a guy.
It's a good idea, but not so good.
I was with the guy. We went to breakfast, and then it was all over.
Yeah, I get that.
Waffle House,
To wrap it up, since we're not going to have any false dawns or have any other problems.
No.
I just want to make sure that you guys know I appreciate the Sazerac.
Yeah.
Appreciate the king cake.
It's been good.
It's been great.
Happy Mardi Gras. Laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll, folks.
Times roll.
Can you say that one more time?
Wait just a second. I'd like a little lanyard.
Lanyard. That's about as far as I get, buddy.
That's a little something extra.
We can sing the Mardi Gras Mambo. Yeah.
Yeah, a little extra.
No, but it's Laissez les bon temps rouler.
Very impressive.
This is what we talked. We had an episode earlier about the winter doldrums. I didn't experience winter doldrums until later in life because I will say, in Louisiana, New Year's Eve, you have this kind of post-holiday, oh, darn. But immediately, they go in, they're ordering king cakes, and it's Mardi Gras time. I didn't experience that until I got away from New Orleans.
There's something to be said.
And it wasn't
for that
cold.
Hey, we had some cold days down there.
Like every other day.
No.
We had some cold days down there.
Some. Like you can count them on
43?
one hand, probably.
Okay. My friends in South Louisiana, South Mississippi, they're supposed to get snow this Sunday. It's middle of January, and they're supposed to get snow. We'll see if it happens. Yeah.
It's going to be in the teens here.
It's going to be freaking chilly here.
Yeah, we're getting cold here.
Yeah.
Hope you guys stay warm.
But I do think, I hope everybody celebrates. I hope everybody has a good time. I do hope everybody takes care of themselves. I don't want anybody to experience the kind of hangover descriptions that you just walked us through. No.
Absolutely not. Always drink responsibly. Always be smart. The assorted crackers definitely want you guys to pay attention to yourself, know what you're doing, and be smart.
Yes, we do.
No kidding. We encourage you to break up your drinks with water. We encourage you to set a pace and have a plan. Have a plan going into the night.
That's right. Take an Uber, whatever you need to do, and know that we're always interested in being healthy and making smart decisions.
For sure. Well, guys, whatever as he rattles this can. See, you understand why people might not find credibility in that statement?
That was water.
Fine.
All right, fine. Whatever.
All right. Well, guys, enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself and take care of one another. And as always, happy Mardi Gras. And we want you to be open to new ideas and don't be afraid to try new flavors.
And don't go stale.
Laissez les bon tourés.
Close enough.
You tried, Lee. Thank you very much.
I tried. Have that
Susan, thank you for the plates.
Sin.
Thank you for being an awesome host.
And Queen of the Cracker Box is amazing.
You just got promoted.
We all have aspirations.
Did you say half-ass?
I don't do anything half-assed.
That's good.
Nice. That's the best answer I've heard all day.
I go whole ass for everything.